Very good morning. I've often spoken about sensitivity and being conscious about your environment, where you are, what you're doing. On many occasions, I've spoken about this. Have you ever encountered someone coming into your field of vision, especially when you're taking a video or a picture or a landscape or somebody in front, or you're capturing something with all seriousness? Now, whether you're doing it as a hobby or whether you're doing it professionally, the fact of the matter is you get disturbed. How? There is another human being, or without a care in the world, just walks across your camera, just as you're about to capture the moment. Have you faced it? Many times, I'm sure. And then, post that, comes some sort of upheaval inside here. It could be annoyance, it could be anger, it could be an outburst, or it could be to hell with it. It could be anything. Depends on the individual. But seriously, you're trying to capture something. The person in front is ready for you because you told them that you're going to capture them. If it's a landscape, the lighting is just proper and you're trying to capture it. And here one Johnny just walks across. Now the Johnny could be a Johnny, a lady, a man, or it could be a lady who is, I don't care. It's like they're saying, you are in my way. And my way is right across your field of vision. All sorts make the world, right? But of all the other sensitivities that we keep talking about, we want it from other people. Question is, do we give that sensitivity back? It happened with me just yesterday. I was shooting at a fest. It was a gala event. It was a fest, games, music, dancing, competitions, you know the works, right? And the space I had to shoot was very small. So it was very important that I had the right angles, I had the right lighting. And what made matters a little difficult was there was no stage where, I could get that leverage of height of the participant on the stage and I could shoot at a particular angle without much disturbance on a surface level. Now, that was what it was. So I had to be very quick, and I had no control over people just walking in and out of that field of vision. Now, what do? Now, as a photographer, you got to be quick. You must know what you want, get the setting right and shoot. But the others who are watching, they are not aware of it. So it so happened that these singers were performing, and they were not professionals. They were people like you and me who were trying to enjoy themselves, and they were participating. The whole spirit of it was to participate and be inclusive. It's not about the quality. It was about just being there. So they were doing it. They were little kids, they were grown-ups, they were elders, and the spirit was there of enjoying life, enjoying themselves, whining and eating. So when you are capturing that, you have people just walking across because the dining hall was on one side and the entrance was exactly on the opposite. So they had to cross this little area where the event was taking place. And I was surprised that people could see. It was not that they were blind and there was plenty of light. They could see that there was a person over there in front of a mic singing. And here on the opposite side, there were people taking pictures. They would just walk across and they would greet somebody who was walking in the opposite direction, and right in the middle of people taking pictures. Family members were taking pictures. I was taking pictures. And they're stopping right there and greeting as though they've never met for God knows 20, 30 years. They must have met just 2 days ago. But the way they were greeting, and they refused to move from there. They're hugging and talking, holding hands right there. Ladies and men. Then after somebody said, excuse me, can you please move? Then they said, oh, sorry, and they moved. I think, hello? You can see what's happening, man. But where does it go? Sensitivity just disappears. They're not conscious of what's happening around them. It is just them. That means I am me and I am important, not you guys. You can go around me and shoot. That's the attitude. Then you have another lot who's also shooting, but they're shooting the dear one who's participating. All involved, emotional also, trying to get the best angle, sometimes even into their face. I've seen that happen also. I mean, to the extent they frighten that poor child, especially if it's a child. The child gets frightened as to what's happening to this father of mine or the mother of mine. So emotional that the child is performing. It's very good, fantastic, but hello. Again, you lost your sensitivity because you are coming in the vision of somebody else also who's trying to capture. And what if it's somebody who's trying to capture for his or her daily bread? Like I said, it's not a movie set where you say cut and retake. But people lose it. It happened to me just yesterday when one of the parents realized that he had made this blunder of coming in my field. After everything finished, he came and said, "Look, I'm so sorry. I realized that I came into your field of vision. I am so sorry." I just smiled at him. And I said, I had already taken my picture before you came through because I knew you were going to walk through. He didn't know what to say. So what I'm trying to point out here, friend, is this. Are we sensitive to the surroundings? Are we sensitive on occasions like this? How many times you have been irritated when you are in a movie hall and people are walking in, talking on the phone or not talking, taking their seats? How many times you've heard people say, "Please sit down, we're trying to watch a movie." You've gone through it, right? Flip it. This is not a theater. Okay? These are not people who are famous celebrities that you have come to watch. You're paying money and watching. This is just somebody else like you or me and a child who's performing and is trying to perform. You break their flow, you break their confidence. You're a wet blanket, in short. Now, do you really want to be that? Do you want to be called that? Do you want someone coming and telling you at your face, "Hello, please move. You're not transparent"? Do you want that? I don't think so. So, next time you're in an environment like that, do you take care of yourself in being conscious as to where you're walking and who's taking pictures? Or do you just walk through them like a bull in a china shop? And if you spot somebody else who is known to you do it, or even not known to you, can you walk up to them and politely tell them that what they are doing is disturbing somebody else? Politely, but firmly. Give it a thought. Have a lovely day.